So alright, we are back for another tutorial, and today I'll be showing you how to make Latin samples. Kinda like, yeah, you get it. It's gonna be very simple. I'm not gonna try to make it too complicated, just so that you can have a basic introduction, because I'm not an expert myself. So yeah, let's get into it. So I had this chord progression idea that I've been practicing yesterday, and yeah, I'm gonna play it right now. Alright, so I'm done recording and fixing the MIDI, so here's how it sounds. Anyway, so now I'm gonna add some effects to make it interesting, and I'll be explaining my thought process along the way. So first, I'm gonna add in OTT, just because I love it so much. I cannot live without it. It's a multi-band compressor to make things stand out a little bit more. Oh, and for the piano VST, I'm using a free plugin called Sonatina Orchestra. Yeah, so this is before OTT, and then after. Okay, so now I'm gonna add Convology XT, which is just a room reverb plugin, really nice. All right, so for Convology, what I did was I chose live large room, just so that we can have a feeling of like people performing in a space, kinda. Yeah. All right, so now I'm gonna add some RC20 to the sample. And I also increased the EQ here. Like, I mean, not increased. I cut out more of the lows so it can sound a little bit more thin, kinda, but not too thin. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add another piano melody on top. So, all right, so here's the little melody I came up with. Oh, and I also added some chorus to the piano. All right, so now I'm gonna go to Ableton, record some percussions, and then I'll be back to FL. All right, so I'm done with the percussions, and here's how they sound. All right, so next what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pitch it back down to the original key, because if you noticed, we were in B minor, so I transposed it up a little bit, and then now I'm gonna export it as a loop. I'm gonna flatten it, and then I'm gonna pitch it down using the pitch shifter in FL. All right, next I added a bass line. All right, so now it's time to record the guitar for this. And yeah, we'll be done after that, I'm pretty sure. And here's how it sounds. And then and then for the processing of the guitar, I use Ambience, which is a reverb plugin, and another reverb plugin called Fruity Reverb 2. I'm not sure if you know it, but it's really fire. All right, so after the guitar, what I did was I recorded some noise from my room, and then used it as texture for the first part, because sometimes when you record the guitar, it has some white noise, so I wanted it to be like uniform with the guitar section. I also added a trombone to the sample, and here's how it sounds. Now I'm just gonna level it and mix it a little bit, pen and everything. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.